Hey guys, it's Carly, aka TheBeautyMacaroon, and today's video is all about products that I am in love with. Also, I will link all of these products in the description box of where you can get them, as well as the time that they show up in the video. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get started. I'm someone who's very particular about face brushes because that's like the biggest part of your makeup, and I love the Real Technique brushes. The bristles are super soft and they just blend your makeup really well. I would highly suggest these if you're looking for face brushes that work best with all types of makeup. The buffing brush is probably my favorite out of all of them, so if you are looking for a buffing brush, get this one. I love liquid lipstick, and the Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in the shade Lolita is my definite go-to. The formula for the lipsticks is very creamy and it kind of takes a while to dry, but once it dries, it's not gonna move. It does not come off your lips, which if you're like me and you have smaller lips and you kind of like this inner part of your lip fades out a lot, this liquid lipstick is a definite answer to that problem. This is what Lolita looks like when it's swatched, and it is very pigmented. This is also like a rosy mauve, which if you've seen my lipstick collection, you would know that that's my absolute favorite type of lipstick. So this was a definite yes for me. A new favorite of mine that is not new to the product world, but is new to my liking is the Urban Decay Naked palette, which I've had for like a year and a half almost, and I'm just now really getting into it. The formula for these shades are super creamy and very blendable, which is a must for me. And a lot of the shades in this palette are kind of warm toned, which I used to only use cool tones because for some reason I just liked that more. But I'm getting into more of the warmer tones, so this palette is kind of taking the place of my Naked 2 palette, which that kind of even hurts to say because that was my ride or die for like a year. The shades Hustle and Sin are my absolute favorite in this palette, and they are so pretty. Now, this is not a makeup product, but since it's getting colder and it is one of my favorites, I really wanted to mention it in this video. This is Bath&Body Works Ultra Shea Body Butter in the scent 1000 Wishes, and this is my overall favorite scent. What makes this one the best for the cold weather is that it has shea body butter in it, and that is actually really good for your skin. If it's like mine and it's really sensitive and kind of cracks in the cold, this helps moisturize it so it doesn't happen. It says it's infused and nourished with shea and maroon, I'm gonna completely butcher this, but maru butters and coconut oil for extreme moisture and even softer skin. Non-greasy formula, absorbs quickly and completely, and perfect for conditioning dry skin and dull spots. So there you have it. The only foundation I'm using right now is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Foundation Stick in Warm Porcelain, and this one is my favorite for a very specific reason. This is a very buildable formula, which is super important to me because I like to do very natural looks and very glam looks, and it's great to have one foundation that can do both. It's a creamy foundation that blends super well, and it's not too sticky, which I found that most stick foundations are. This product also comes in a variety of skin tones, which made it super easy for me to find one that fits my kind of odd in between all of these super pale skin tone. This product is one that if you've watched my past videos, you would have seen in almost all of them, and it is the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. I don't own a lot of MAC products just because it's not really a brand that I've thought about investing in, but this is a product that I would definitely buy again. I have very veiny eyelids, which is super hard to cover up so that you get kind of like a clear foundation for your eyeshadow. And this formula is thick but not cakey, so it works really well to cover it. I've seriously made a huge dent in this pot already. The only thing I don't like about this product is that it's got a different undertone than my skin tone, so I have to be very careful with blending to make sure that I don't have like random streaks around my eyebrows. Another product that's really good for the cold is this Vaseline Lip Therapy, and this is just an original small one. And I put this on before I put my lipstick on so that I prevent my lips from cracking from the cold weather, and it just makes your lipstick look even more flawless and smooth. Mascara is one of the things that I am like super obsessed with. I have so many mascaras, and my absolute favorite right now is the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara because it really lengthens my lashes and lifts them up and then holds them in place. I used to really like the Perversion mascara by Urban Decay, but it would lift it up and then when it dry, it'd be so heavy that it'd kind of just fall back down. But this one doesn't seem to do that. I also really like the wand because it is shaped to truly lift your lashes. Now, of course, you gotta talk about brows. My favorite brow product is the Soap&Glory Archery Brow Putty, and mine is in the shade Brown and Out. The packaging itself is super cool because the product, you twist this part open and then the brush comes out. The inside of the pot looks like this, which I don't even know if you can see that, but it's kind of deep down, which when I first started using this product, I was kind of confused. It was a little difficult to get the hang of, but after a while I got it. And the brush that it comes with is very stiff bristled and it won't create weird lines on your brows. This product also gives kind of more of a natural look, which I prefer because sometimes my brows are not even cousins and they are completely different, and on days that I'm just trying to get and go, this product is easy to blend in, get them shaped, and get out the door. Now, I'm not somebody who knows a lot about setting sprays. I haven't done a lot of research on it, but for me, the All-Nighter Setting Spray by Urban Decay is one of the best ones that I've used. I used to use their oil control setting spray, and it kind of made my makeup melt after a while, but this one doesn't, and that just made me so happy when I used it for the first time. As of right now, I only have this tiny bottle of it, but I am seriously thinking about purchasing a full-size one. Another Benefit product that I am obsessed with is the Benefit Highbrow, and this is just magical. This is a brow highlighting pencil and you apply it right here, and I have noticed a definite difference with how lifted my brows look when I use this product versus when I don't. This is what it looks like, and it's very pink, but it doesn't appear so pink after you blend it out. This is another product that I used to use all the time, and then I stopped using it to try other stuff, but I just now got back to it. It's the Essence All About Matte powder. This powder is super light while still being very mattifying, which is great because some mattifying powders kind of give you that cakey look, but you don't get it with this one. Only thing I don't like about this product is the packaging because it doesn't close very well, and I'm afraid to travel with it because I'm afraid it'll open in my bag and then there's going to be powder everywhere, and that is something of a nightmare. This last product is a 2-in-1. It is the small SephoraXZ palette as well as this Sephora blush. Starting with the Z palette itself, I really like this one. I used to have a Makeup Forever one that was like 3 times this size, and it just didn't do it. The magnetic strips came out. It was a mess. This size is better for travel, which works a lot better for me because my parents are divorced and I go in between houses sometimes, and it's a lot easier to carry around something like the size of your phone rather than the size of a notebook. Also, I think the difference between the Makeup Forever one and the Z palette one is that in the Makeup Forever one, it is literally a tin with a magnetic strip just placed in it. It's not glued down or anything. Whereas in the Z palette one, it's built in so that your eyeshadows don't move around, which works so much better, and your eyeshadows don't get ruined like some of mine did. So now with this Sephora blush, it isn't necessarily just this shade because this shade flatters my skin tone, whereas it might not flatter yours. But I found that the formula for this blush is amazing. It's quite a compact powder and it's not as loose as some of the ones I've used in the past. I'm not somebody that uses a lot of blush. Blush is just not really my thing compared to, like, say, eyeshadow, whereas I am so obsessed with eyeshadow. I maybe own like 3 or 4 different blushes. However, this formula makes me not as scared to use blush because you have to build the coverage, so you can go really light or you can go heavy with it, whereas some blushes that I've used in the past were too pigmented and you'd get like a streak of red up your cheek. This is a swatch of the shade that I have, which is the shade 1, and you can see how transparent it is because you can see my vein underneath it, so you really can build up with it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any requests for future videos that you'd like to see, just let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching!